So let me show you how do you read an online JSON file with whatever data types, syntax, and the notations that we have seen. The first thing I want to show you, this is basically an JSON lint online tool used to format the JSON. Then JSON editor is used to understand the structure of the JSON. Okay, so let's take an example of the date timestamp, and then it's already available here, but we'll try to use this tool again. So let's read this. Okay, we know this is a key, this is an integer, then you have a separate with a comma, then this is a key with a string value, right? And then this is a string value, this is a string value here. Okay, we haven't given comma because it's the last key value pair, and this is simple structure, simple JSON structure. Okay, let me take a complex one which has arrays in it. Okay, so let's read this. We can even put it here and straightforward read it, but it's interesting to read here with whatever we have learned. Okay, so the coord is basically an object, right? It's an object with two key value pair. Weather is an array of object. It's an array and having an object in it. Okay, base has a station as a string value. Main is an object, main value is an object, and temperature has a value of numbers. Okay, yeah, and then all the other fields or the other values are basically an object. So you have a field name, key name, and then you have an object as an value. Let's read another one. It's simple, straightforward here, right? You have a key and then you have a value, right? Simple, straightforward. Okay, that's how you read the data in the JSON. I want to show you a real-time example. So this is basically an openweathermap.org, which provides an API. You can buy it from here to know. Let's say you are writing an weather app, and then you want to pull the data from various sources. This site will provide you up-to-date information about the weather. Okay, so let's understand how they represent the JSON. Okay, so I'm opening up one of the JSON file. Okay, and yeah, so if you have a JSON file, you can copy it over. Let's say you find it from any of the site. You can use an editor first to see what's this all about. Okay, without even opening it, curly braces are objects, square brackets are arrays, and then what are the fields available, what are the keys available in it, and what are the values. Is a station basically, you see, it's basically a string. This is basically a number, from the way that is been written here. Okay, so that's how you read an JSON file from an online. Wherever you see a JSON sample, you try to open it up, go to this tool and try to open it up and see how it looks like, and try to understand it, because it's mostly a readable format. And I want to show you one more site. Okay, I don't want to go into the details of it, but I want to show you this. Let's say you are going to do an API, right? That's basically a next section. What is API and REST API, if you don't know? But imagine this guy has exposed some of the services, and you want to consume it. The way how they mention it, they say JSON and XML, because JSON is a data interchange format. XML also is an interchange format, but the difference that you find is when you pull JSON, this file size will be bigger. When you pull XML, the file size will be bigger, JSON will be lightweight, right? But how they define it, right? You want to call weather API or GeoDeveloper API, you have these two output formats. You can call it via JSON, you can get the data via JSON, you can get the data via XML. So that's how you exchange messages from your system to API XU system using JSON format. So if you go in the details, how is the API, and how it's look like, right? You will find that they are using JSON format, and then they are also using the XML format in it.